What's up, Champions fam? It's the bad guy, WWE Champion Zeke 4 back with a brand new video, and we are switching it up today because mad love and respect to the OG of WWE Champions, 2Bob, for bringing up this interesting take on Feud Prep talent ups. Now, the usual rigmarole for a talent up is real simple and precise. For those of you who are new to WWE Champions, or to those of you who are already familiar, allow me to break it down real quick. It's real simple and easy. Point A to point B, 1-2 punch. It's simple. You're literally upgrading characters on your roster within your account to benefit you one way or the other, whether it be heavy hitter husbandos and waifus to clear out any format of content, tours, blitzes, showdowns, boss battles, feuds, of course, or you're utilizing husbandos and waifus in a different way. Instead of them being your go-to reps for different eras and classes or subcategories, you're utilizing them and upgrading them to fill out milestones of the said Talent Up event to benefit your account when it pertains to certain trainer and coaching entourage abilities. So that's really what it boils down to when it comes down to doing a talent up. In the past, I have been very ignorant in the sense of just wanting to fit in. Fear of missing out. FOMO is a thing in a multitude of ways. It doesn't have to cost you money, but it can cost you key critical resources in just taking people up just to take people up, or knowing that you could have held off and waited till later on. There have been plenty of times back in the day where many great content creators and OGs like Gearson and DJ Anon ZT and Merrick's have broken down good times to do a talent up, because back in the day it was far and in between. Gone are the days of the weekly TP events. Gone are the days of the daily coin events, in a sense. But the talent up would always come around, and back then you had to make it count. And either you made it or you didn't. But I also understood where Two Bob's perception came into it. It's the same old shtick every single time when you really watch a lot of Champions content creators. When it comes down to it, you're watching us do the same thing. And if you're new to the community, thank you for joining us. After a while, there's one key question that does come up at the end of the day. Okay, we see that you're taking up this husbando and we're taking up this waifu because you like them a lot, and that does give a subtle answer. But the key critical answer is why? Why am I taking up XYZ at this particular faction feud talent up or this flash feud talent up? So again, yes, it helps you taking up certain characters to take care of PvE content when it comes to your tours and your blitzes, let alone, your certain situations that you could count as PvE, like your faction boss, right? But then you also take them up for your PvP, your showdowns, your faction feuds, your flash feuds. So this is part two. This is a follow up to my previous faction feud prep talent up event where I took up a certain amount of characters, and I thought I wasn't going to max it out, but lo and behold, I was in too deep, so I went ahead and bit the bullet. But we're going to showcase some of the characters here, and so pardon me for the extended introduction, but I just want to break down the whole consensus of why I'm doing this video. I knocked out the initial, what everyone's used to in my first video, of taking up certain characters and speaking on certain ones, but I'm going to also showcase certain characters, whether it be gameplay or utilizing their entourage ability, so you can understand why I took them up. So I did take a couple people up. I did do fuses of certain people, so that let's be clear on that. But I'm also going to showcase people. So first up, the first one that I'm going to take care of, the first one that I feel is necessary to do, we're going to use our lovely punching bag here, Big Papa Pump. Holler if you hear me. This was one that was done that was done in a short, and we're just going to utilize him here because he's one of my favorite characters, and that is the Undertaker. So we're going to take him, going to showcase him. We got him fully maxed out. The triple purple is what we're running. We got the back body drop, dealing damage, making the center column into crossbreak gems. Following that, we have the choke slam. We could choose gems to make into yellows. And then we have the old school classic, dealing damage and choosing two columns to make into multiplied gems. with the strength of 9. So, of course, we got our boy Xavier Woods Trickster. We got the +4 Purple MP. We got Matt Hardy Showboat for multiply gems generated from moves increase their strength by 2. So this does work for columns. And then we have Zombie Bret Hart, who looks like Ozzy. Purple gems do 40% more damage. Multiply gems do 60% more. And we have Uncle Howdy, multiply gems dealing 60% more damage. So the trap, the juggernaut, and all that will not work here because we're doing columns. We're not spamming the board. But this is what I'm running for him. We have the 100% gem damage trap on him. And this is what we have. We got the crown on. We got 100%. We got the double Fury 2s, rocking and rolling. And then, of course, we got the crown. Sheamus's crown. Whenever you break 4 or more crossbreak gems, increase your red gem damage by 150%. Increase your green move damage by 50 for 2 turns. Now, obviously, we don't have one on the board just yet. We could switch it out. I might do it depending on how I'm feeling. I could put a special premium plate on him for the reds after the fact, and we can get things going. There are different concoctions and combinations, but instead I got a movable object. When you break 4 plus or more black gems, generate yellow. Yellow is his dominant color because he is, of course, a showboat, but we also got the purple gems stacked and beefed up too. So we're going to go ahead and run him. We do have a moment on him, but that's for Faction Feud. So we're going to hop in here. We're going to take care of business with this one. Basically, I'm just going to showcase a couple of people. Again, some will be for entourage reasons, and then others I will just showcase them. One of the ones that I might not sit around all the way for is my girl Stacy Keibler, just because I enjoy utilizing her, but the waifus that are on this tour for me to utilize here, they of course are in a situation where she might not be able to get things off the way I would if I would say be in a setup like a feud or a showdown, right? So she does have a moment that's going to benefit her, but I'm also conscious of the situation too, of when it comes to what we're going to do. So boom, we put these down, and there we go. We got times 11 here, and then we're going to hit this. So we're going to destroy this right here. So that way we can get our 4 black. Our black will be destroyed, and that will enable us to make the yellow gems afterwards. So we can get a little extra. Boom, a little extra hit. Now, clearly, if we had Sensational Sherry, this would be a lot easier to do, but Big Papa Pump's going to kick out, but I still enjoyed utilizing the gameplay here for him. And by all means, I could easily run the Tombstone with the double purple too. There's different ways to run the boy. So Undertaker is just one of my favorites. Always has been, always will be. So having him, there was a point in time where I thought to myself like, oh snap, I can't wait. I'm excited. Thanks to that buff for 2 turns, we got that going. There was a time where, like back in the day, way back in the day, American Badass Undertaker was my guy. That was the guy that I was like, yeah, I'm gonna take him up over everybody, you know? And then obviously better versions and variants come out, and then you're like, wait a minute, never mind, I'm good. So we got these both right here, and then it's the same concept. You break a lot of black, you're going to get some yellows to follow up afterwards, and he's doing some heavy duty damage. If we had like a character like Sensational Sherry in the mix, that would also be a good setup too, but it is what it is. So we're going to go ahead and do that right here. Boom, we're going to blow everything up again. Obviously, this isn't like the sheriff's badge where you're getting 30 yellows, you know, we're not having that set up right now, right? So that's all good and that's fine and dandy, but boom, Undertaker, flawless victory. Took a little bit of time, but he knocked things out. I'm actually going to go ahead. We're going to move to the next battle because that will set things up for my girl, Stacy Keibler. Stacy has been someone that I've been talking about for the longest time. I still remember clear as day going after Stacy, recruiting her at 3-star gold and getting her. She was one of the few old school ways of recruiting chase characters that I was able to obtain. From literally to this day, I mean, Showboat Matt Hardy will always be my first. He was my first chase champion that I was ever able to get. Then Stacy Keibler. Then Zombie Ray. Zombie Ray was another one. And then, of course, Lita, modern era showboat Lita. Now there are others that have come since then, which is a blessing, but I'm just being realistic on it. Those are the ones that come to mind the most because I put in so much work to get them. Like I went the distance to get Stacy. I went the distance to get Zombie Ray. I went the distance to get showboat Lita. And then of course, even coming down to the last bag that I could pop open to get Showboat Matt Hardy before the MLC concluded. That there's stories behind it. So Stacy going up for me means the world to me. That was always a character. I always was a big fan of her. I always loved Stacy. Love them legs, man. I love them legs. I'm a sucker for her. What can I say? We do have a move damage strap on her. We have the RK overload. So whenever you break 4 or more purple gems, increase your yellow gem damage by 50% for 2 turns, which is going to benefit us a lot. We got this setup going on. This is real easy. We got Charlotte Flair, red MP +2, plus yellow gems do 40%. Obviously, I could also use Showboat Cena, 45% yellow gem damage, as well as 2 yellow MP. We got Butch for red MP +4. We got Rockin' Reigns for purple gems, do 30% more damage, and allow us to create 3 more purple gems for the choose move. And we have, of course, Braun Strowman, Striker. Yellow gems do 30% more damage. Clearly here, we could do a couple other things. We could obviously utilize someone else for purple gem generation. We could focus all solely in on yellow gem damage because of the trap gem setup and how we run her and get her. But we're running this setup right here. It's real easy. You do the ground stumps, choose gems to make into purple gems. Obviously, you let us set up the board so you can get as many yellow gems to load that up while also getting your cartwheel escape. By activating the RK overload, your yellow gems are going to stack on top of the 176% gem damage boost to your yellow gems thanks to the cartwheel escape. And then you have the corner foot choke, which is a 3x3 area. If broken by us, deals damage but makes areas into yellow gems. And that's basically the concept here. And with this moment for Tori Wilson returns, this allows us our MP to be +2. It also allows our yellow gems to do 85% more damage. Now, if this was fully maxed out, yellow gems will be doing 150% more, and of course the moves we start off at 4 MP. So this is definitely a moment that I'm going to have to invest and work on later on. I'm going to have to get a couple more people up to evolve it. We're going to need at least, yeah, we're going to need a couple more people. So obviously China and Lita would have to go up to 6-star to get that 30. But for right now, we're just going to do our due diligence. So Jade is always going to be a hostile problem. I will check real quick to see if I can run against someone else. Jade's just the first one that comes to mind when I'm running waifus. Indy needs a modern era, so we're not doing that. There's Undertaker. Is she? Nope, legend. So that's what we gotta do. That is the only allotted one, unless Shayna. I thought I saw Shayna somewhere. No. So yeah, we're doing this live in time, live in action. So Jade is the only one that we can do this on, and because of this Jade is Jade. So that's the best way to put it. Jade is Jade, right? She don't mess around with that triple yellow build. I prefer the double green in the yellow setup with the multiply gems, but it is what it is. So boom, we're going to get in here. Obviously, she can get all her stuff off. I could cheat. I will cheat. I will cheat just for this one because I don't want to ruin the chance of messing it up. Honestly, I might actually not have to do that. So we will see. We will see what we have to do here. Ba-ba-bum. Do our purple. You want to break 4, so it activates the yellow buff. You're doing a choose move with your purple, so it's going to load up the cartwheel, right? So that's a plus side and blessing to having that situation. Boom, boom. But then, let's see. Worst case scenario, we use the prop. That's where I'm at. That we broke 5, and then that happens. That's what happens. This is when it gets annoying with Jade because she's, of course, going to use the sub. The sub is a choose move, so everything's going to be fully loaded when she does what she does. Boy. That's why she's problematic in certain situations. But I still said, you know what, I'm trying someone else's setup. You know, I did like what 2Bob had to say about the reasoning behind it. So, uh, yeah, this isn't going to end good at all. This is probably going, this more than likely is the one like I always dread because there's only so many waifus in the game. Either you have all of them or you don't. So everyone's account is different. Like for instance, I could easily just showcase Trickster Liv Oblivion all day because I have the moment I got her, right? So this is one of the few times where what do you know? It's actually different. So we might. I want to give y'all a dub in this one, but let's be realistic here. We're sitting at that. So this is what we're going to do. All right, we're going to still stack. We're going to hit that. Boom. We're going to boost our yellow gem damage. So we're up again. Then we're going to go ahead and do a Zoal Cardo. We're going to do one at the top, at the apex. Boom. We'll do that because they said break 4. So we will do that. I could connect something else. I know. Boom. And that should stack it again, which it did. Thank you. Now I could, hopefully it doesn't break nothing. All right. And now where are we at? Boom. We can stack it again. So everything so far, so good, right? So far, so good. So then you just go for a big hit. And that's basically one of the reasons why I love using her. Because if you have everything, if you have all the bells and whistles, if you do what you're supposed to with her, she will do right by you. So we connect that. And then you just hope for everything to connect. And then it rains down yellows. And of course, it didn't rain down the yellows I wanted it to. But literally, that's the concept behind it. You stack the yellow gem damage. You stack the yellow gem damage. And then she'll just destroy everything. That's basically how it would work. In a feud setup or showdown, it would go a lot quicker, a lot sooner. But I mean, it is what it is here. Obviously, this will take forever in the day getting everything fully loaded. So, I mean, I just wanted to showcase how you're supposed to run her. You basically get your purple move off, stack that yellow gem damage. The RK Overload beefs up the yellow gems even more. You have your yellow gem trainers and entourage on it. So then you just stack it and stack it. You get enough cycles so you can get enough yellows down and enough traps down. You blow up the board with all that crazy gem damage, and it's good to go. So that's, well, one concept to do. Now, this one is one that's going to be fun. I'm going to use this one to showcase the main guy that I took up, and he is a problem. So this guy was literally made available for a lot of people. Thanks to the moment, he's on the next level, and that's my boy Terry Funk. Terry Funk is hands down insane in the membrane, especially if you got certain things. The moveset that I'm going to use here is for Chainsaw Charlie Terry Funk. It's real easy. You do the clothesline. You make the 4x1 area into pyro gems. Every gem that's modified above it will turn into multiply gems. Then you have your atomic drop. You're going to change, obviously, you're going to make those pyro gems into blacks, and you're going to break extra black, so then you can get the finisher off. That's the choose move. Now, also, it acts as a reversal. If someone makes trap gems, you will steal those. So you will steal traps. And then you have the pile driver. The pile driver, you're going to deal damage, and you're going to make a 4x6 area into blue gems. So it's easy. Choose pyro gems. Choose move into black over pyros, break pyros to make multiplies, hit the finisher, make the multiplies in the blue to load up the cycle. So this is what we have here. We have our boy Jerry the King Lawler for +4 of +4 blue MP. We got Tech Lex Luger +2 more blue MP, and multiply gem strength increased by 1. Now, obviously, with the right setup, you could easily have Sensational Sherry here. You could have Steph and the Leonardo. But this is more than enough here. This is one of those times where you end up learning. Sometimes it's cool to have those multiply gem strength characters, and sometimes the increase, and others all you need is just to multiply gem damage. And this is where it benefits here. Because then we have my boy Mem Rock, the most electrifying man in sports entertainment. Multiply gems strength increased by 1 alongside Luger's. Multiply gems do 5% more damage. And then, of course, we got Zunther, Zombie Gunther. Blue gems do 40% more damage. And then multiply gems do 60% more damage. But that is not it. We have 2 more things that make this guy a monster. 3 technically. We have a strap on him that is 100% gem damage, and we got the LA Knight plate. We got blessed with 2 LA Knight plates and back-to-back concession. So we were able to get one for Kairi Sane, Kabuki Warrior, and we were also able to get one for Terry Funk. So whenever you make 4 or more power gems, and he literally makes a 4x1, increase your blue gem damage by 300% for 1 turn. For 1 turn. So it is critical that the board is in your favor. Last but not least, we have the moment. Multiply gems strength is increased by 4. Gems do 100% more damage. You receive 50% less damage from all color gems, and your moves do 100% more damage too. So, obviously, botch gems pertains to Cowboy Bob. Multiply gems, it pertains to Terry and Andy, and then the color turn gem damage is Liv Morgan. So this is what we got going on for him. They made it very accessible to get these moments and everything. They gave him out for free. All you had to do was just go ahead, log in, get him, and they even had an offer to get him at 6-star bronze. So we're going to go ahead and hop in and go up against another striker in Zombie Zane. So that's what we got going on. We got our boy Chainsaw Charlie. Rest in paradise, my boy. All this really depends on truly is your board being on your side. That's the only thing that hurts about this. It's like the board has to work for you. So obviously we put this right here. We break those. I put these over here. This should work. And, we'll even put one right there just in case. And we'll see how the board drops down. Boom. Picture perfect. Just like that. And then we put down this pile driver. And it's nighty night. It's nighty night for the boy. It's nighty night for the kid. That's what we got going on. Boom. It's over. And we're fully loaded. We're basically loaded back up. 90 million. 90 million without question, no questions asked. And for Stacy Keebler's sake, we're going to go back and get redemption by utilizing a character that I did a star fill on. But Terry is that guy, and everyone had an opportunity to get him. If you didn't get him, I don't know what to tell you. But he is a absolute problem, and I'm grateful to have him on my squad. But now we're going to run things back with one more character. One waifu couldn't get the job done, and Stacy's an old school waifu anyway, so it's all good. The tricolor build. Shout out to my boy David Boy. It's everyone's different. There's other superior tricksters out there, but she's a character that I've been said I was going to take up to 6-star gold, and I'm keeping my word because I do enjoy utilizing her. I might not use her for competitive content, but I will use her for other content. And obviously, there's always going to be waifu requirements and certain things. There's always going to be attitude error coverage. So now we're going to run my girl Kairi Sane with the triple green. Hands down, in my opinion, free to play queen waifu lifu. We got the sliding D, and literally I could spam the board where I have it set up where I could have multiple multiply gems as long as the cascade don't happen, but 1 is enough. 1 is enough with her, thanks to the LA Knight plate. The sliding D, you make the middle row into Snowfall Gems blue, and then you deal damage and makes other Snowfall Gems into Pyro Gems. Plus, you have the Flying Forearm Smash, deal damage, choose a 4x3 area to make in the multiply gems with the strength of 9, and then we have the Tokyo Slam. Choose a 7x1 area to make into green gems. So obviously I could put some multiply gems down on the board first, and they can be down below. I can hit the green again and take the top part off, and then add another section on the top of more multiply gems to get more, making the more blues. So that is the thing. We got George the Animal Steel for +4 MP green. We have multiply gem strength increased by 2 by Showboat Matt Hardy. We have Zombie Goon Gunther for blue gems, 40% more damage. Multiply gems, 60% more damage. And then, of course, Memrock for multiply gems, 5% more damage. And multiply gems increase strength by 1. Now, we do have a moment on her, but that is only for Feud, which makes her even more deadly because her multiply gems get increased by 4 and her blue gems get increased by 50%. So she is a problem, y'all. She is an absolute problem. And we have a 4. This is how crazy this is. She has only a 40% gem damage strap on her with the LA Knight plate. Destroying the pyro gems, increases the blue gem damage by 300%. And she's still going to get busy. So this is what we're going to show. And then we got one more match to showcase. One more match to showcase just because it's for an entourage ability that I took up. So we're going to go ahead and do this right. We're going to put my girl Kairi Sane in here. Free to play waifu. Of course you need certain things to get her going. That's understandable. But she is free. And that's something that you got to look at. You got to remember that. She is a free. She was a character that was given to everybody. Everyone had a chance at her. It's literally, you probably pull multitudes of shards for her. She is someone I would take up. But, of course, the caveat is you do need the LA Knight plate. You do need the LA Knight plate. So that's key to there. So let's hope for not a cascade. We did not get one. All right, we're fully loaded. And then we got a lot of pyro gems on the right side. So we're just going to put them right here. Boom. And then we hit the choose area one more time. And Jade is done. The storm has been conquered by the pirate princess. So boom, there we go. Boom. Knock them down. And it's done. 1, 2, 3. Easy clap. So, another character knocked out and literally, it's easy peasy right here. Took Undertaker up, my favorite Undertaker, Showboat, Monster, and Juggernaut. Multitude of ways to play and utilize him. Great character. Triple Purple is my preference. He's still able to come out on top. He's still able to do some massive damage, let alone, if you get other things going. Like I said, he has a moment for his Feud. He has, there's different setups you could do with straps. So there's different things and different combinations that make him dangerous. Stacy Keibler, hometown favorite for the boy. You know what I mean? That bad girl that did the bad guy right. Always held it down back in the day before I had Trickster Live, before I had the go-to the waifus that I have now. She was my hold it down. She was my waifu that was getting busy and taking care of everything around the clock. So it was just only right to take her up. Chainsaw Charlie Terry Funk, immaculate character, immaculate monster, absolute problem. Decimates the board. He's a little board dependent, but when he hits, they're not getting up. Kairi Sane, insane in the membrane damage. Just need the LA Knight plate, but even then, she's doing good damage. I know. I've seen on the Should You Take the Series of Champions chat where it was debatable, and yes, I do agree. She does need some things to make her hit. But even with that 40% gem damage strap on her, she gets busy. She gets busy. But now, the piece de resistance. The last character I'm going to show on here is not even the character that got taken up. I'm using this character for this entourage ability. So we got my boy, the final boss, The Rock. We got him. All right? But now, we added a couple new things to the repertoire. Because now, we run the triple yellow, and now we're about to get busy thanks to Clubber Lang and Shinsuke Nakamura. So we're going to set this up, right? It's real easy. It's real simple. All right, we got Kofi. We got Kofi for the plus yellow MP. We got Clubber Lang coming through with 200% health steal. So beast mode there. We have Braun Strowman, 30% yellow gem damage. And last but not least, we got Shinsuke Nakamura, master of the Kinshasa. Moves that steel health will steal 100% more. So that's what we got. We literally are sitting on 300% more. And I will even check Shinsuke real quick to see if he can go up any further. Nope, and that's as far as he goes. So that's where it's at. But it's real simple, y'all. We use the choose move sharpshooter to put yellows down on the board just to get everything loaded up. Then you hit the spine buster, you're stealing 20 million health, and then you got the people's elbow dealing damage, making the whole board yellow. So you're cycling one way or the other, and this is because of Clubber Lang. We took Clubber Lang up for a 6-star gold. The others refuses. We took this Clubber Lang up for that ability alone, and now we're going to show you why he gets busy. I do like using Big Papa Pump here because it's class neutrality. It's literally just using the character. Now, honestly, if I was using a technician, I would go up against Sami Zayn then. That's how I would look at it. Like for me, I would go up against a class that's indifferent. So you have a fair slot of who's being used for what. So I'm gonna put that there, and then I'm gonna put this here. So we're going to do a couple turns, but we're loaded up, fully loaded. So 5 turns, that ain't nothing but a thing. So boom, boom, knock that out. Could have had a wild card, didn't do it. Okay, it didn't last that long. That's absolutely fine. Boom. And then we're fully loaded if we wanted to. But that health steal is critical to this guy because now he's going to go from 60 to 40. Boom. I don't have to hit the submission. I'll just hit the people's elbow, blow up the entire board, and then I got it again, and I could steal more health. So that's the benefit of Clubber Lang combined with Shinsuke. If you were lucky and you were able to get Zombie Brian, this would be even higher. But many people aren't getting him or don't have him. So it is what it is. So we hit it again. 20. Boom. Give me that. Give me all that. And then we can finish him off with the finisher because he's not getting out thanks to Braun Strowman. And that's the video, y'all. I mean, look, I apologize if y'all were expecting the W on tape with Stacy, but I many two times I remember back in the day when I was official content creator. Why are you fighting people that are lower than them? Like you should be fighting people that are higher. And then you get to Backlash, you know what I mean? And Backlash is set up in that situation where hey, what the only person I'm able to fight is someone that can load up, and the way that I run her, I can't counter her with the submission because that's not how I normally run Stacy. So that's the kind of problems we run into. But you get the gist of you saw what you're supposed to do with her. Even if it wasn't executed appropriately, you saw what was meant to happen with her. But nonetheless, that is the video, y'all. I appreciate y'all. I'm grateful for y'all. I'm thankful for y'all tenfold. Let me know if you enjoyed this kind of content. Shout out to the OG 2Bob for coming up with this idea. Might be a little longer on the format side of things, but when it's all said and done, I'm grateful that I did get to share this with you. So I mean, we had Undertaker with the triple purple. Really love this guy. Huge fan of this guy and this character and what he represents and what he does for my account. Love the triple purple build. Love the triple purple run with him. Clearly, I'm still pursuing Sensational Sherry on the UCC, so I'm going to wait until I have enough to pick her up because I have enough people that will benefit from having her. And the way I see it, if I'm not able to get Seth Rollins, I can at least get Sensational Sherry. That is obtainable. So, you know, we are 400K away from her, but the way we do polls on these videos, slowly but surely, we will acquire and accrue her, or maybe we get lucky and pull her ahead of time. It happened with Carmelo Hayes and Braun Breaker. So it is what it is. You know, we do what we do over here. We do what we do. But Undertaker, great showboat. Great Attitude Era showboat rep, husbando, one of the best versions of The Undertaker in the entire game, so there's no missing out there. Chainsaw Charlie, absolute genetic freak of a striker. Great, free-to-play build friendly. Free-to-play friendly when it comes to builds, too. That's something that I want to put out there. You don't need a whole lot for him to really work the way that you need him to work. I mean, Zunther, everyone was able to get him. Memrock might be the most questionable when it comes to pushing it. Luger was a free-to-play unit. Lawler is literally everywhere. So you can build him easy. Only thing that he would really need, you need the moment, and you would need the LA Knight plate. But even if you don't have the LA Knight plate, you could use and utilize his his moment to make up for that damage. So that's something to also consider and look into. You can subjugate certain things. You can replace certain things with other things. So that's something to just keep in mind there. Absolute great character and free to play unit because he was accessible this year. So I will say free to play in the sense of that. Stacy Keebler get so ready to say Tracy. I don't know why, but even with her, it's still golden because the build is simple. Choose move, load up the yellow gem boost, get your yellows too, get that up so you can put down the trap gems, and then you just hope for a big hit and a big connect. The RK overload helps out with her, so the yellow gems get beefed up even more, and the moment also beefs up the yellow gem damage. So she's vital. She's viable. She obviously in the 6-star gold meta. I would say if you're a fan of her, then yes, take her up. But if not, if you were able to pick up Zombie Live this year, and 2 was free, they gave her to us for free, and you had the option to invest in a 6-star, fuse up for her or picking her up at 6-star. There's no excuse for you not to have a top tier, top solid trickster waifu on your squad. But Stacy in the right situation, you'll get plenty and plenty of shards for her, and she'll cover things and take care of a lot of things for you in the meantime. But she's been a favorite of my account, and I've been said I was going to take her up to 6-star gold, and I was able to get a fuse for her. I was able to get tons of shards of her, and so that's why I made the move that I made. So I have no regrets at all with taking her up. But to others, if you can pick someone else, by all means, but I owed this to her because she carried my account for the longest set amount of time. Then we got my girl, Kairi Sane. Kairi Sane, Insane in the Membrane, free-to-play waifu once again, who's just absolutely deadly if you have that LA Knight plate. But even then, I mean, you got the right bells and whistles on her, you got the right things to use for her, then there's plenty of play around here. There's plenty of wiggle space, plenty of wiggle room to make her hit even more. So you can it's another scenario where you can make up for it and you can make things happen. So that's something that I want you to consider. It's someone that you could take up, but if you're fully committed to her, you need to get the LA Knight plate. That's just me. If you're going to commit to her, get the LA Knight plate. Sort that out. Pray that you get lucky in one of the chest drops and you get it and you're able to go on about your business. So that's when like the characters that you can take up to 6-star gold, that's where that benefits you because those chests can drop that plate and then that changes your account. Literally, I was able to get 2 back-to-back and I was able to take care of Terry Funk and Kairi Sane. And I was like, I don't have nothing else to worry about. I'm golden. I'm good. She's worth going up to. And then, of course, we did do The Rock. We have The Rock up, but it was all to showcase this guy right here, Clubber Lang's ability. 200%. Now, I will state this. Especially if you're a new player, I am so sorry. Unless they get the license for the IP back, you're probably never going to see Clubber Lang again. They made that crystal clear. I thought they would bring back the Rocky IP and we would get Drago. I thought we would get Drago somewhere in here. Maybe Drago would be a 200% all-color gem damage trainer or coach, right? If he dies, he dies. I thought we would get Drago in here. We never got Ivan Drago. Heck, we don't even have Adonis Creed, Michael B. Jordan. We don't have him. So I don't know what they're going to do with this. Like, we know that the Ghostbusters are done. So Ghostbusters aren't coming back. I mean, they do have a new movie and stuff. I don't know how the IP's working with that. Because they could get it back, but then it's like, who would they bring back for that? And those Ghostbuster plates. Let's not even talk about it. Anyway, though, this is a guy that definitely needed to go up because I love the Final Boss Rock. And I love the Health Steal. I love the Triple Yellow Cycle. I still use Rock to this day to clear out content. He will always be one of my favorites. And this guy just took him to the next level with the rework and the buff that he got. So this was definitely something that was needed, and it benefits my roster. I mean, even then, I can also put this guy on head of the table modern era technician Roman Reigns too, and he would be beefed up thanks to the Christmas gear. So this was an entourage ability that benefited one of my favorite go-to champions, and I have no regrets. I'm grateful and I'm thankful. So I no regrets at all. I mean, Final Boss Rock had the baddest jacket on, which beefs up the yellow gem damage. And then, of course, he also had the Final Boss Finery on him for his botch gem build, his purple black build. So I also got that I could utilize. But I love the health steal, so it only made sense that I took this guy up and got him sorted. But by all means, let's chop it up in the comments below. What moves did you take? What moves are you grateful for? My account has truly come a long way, and we are getting closer and closer to 9 million. But I'm grateful for all the support, the love that I've gotten from all of you. I'm grateful for the education, the wisdom that y'all share and put upon me. So I'm thankful that I get to share these type of moments with you, and I can't thank 2Bob enough for just giving me a fresh twist on something that we've been doing for so long. Not making it stale, but showing the other side of the coin. Okay, you see the people that I'm taking up, but now you get a visual reason as to why I took them up. So show love and support the 2Bob. Tenfold easy. Tenfold easy. Show him some love and let's get him up over 1,000 subscribers. Man definitely deserves it. Podcast, blog breakdowns, prize wall breakdowns. He does it all, gameplay and all. So he's no one trick pony. So show him the love and respect that he rightfully deserves and acknowledge him. Honestly, I pray that he gets the opportunity to become an original content creator. If he isn't already, show him that love because he rightfully deserves his flowers. It's better to give them to him now instead of waiting. So that is the video, y'all. Thank y'all so much. I'm gonna put it on my boy Jacob Fatu because I just love him. I just love Jacob. It is what it is. I'm actually chilling, watching Bad Blood, watching that tag team between him solo against Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes while I was recording. Had it on mute, but nonetheless, y'all. I hope y'all liked the video, share the video, but most importantly of all, it doesn't cost you a thing to do this. But if you really rock with me and you want to see what happens next, do yourselves a favor because it costs you absolutely nothing. But please make sure to drop a people's elbow on the subscribe button as well as hit a razor's edge on the bell icon to receive all future notifications from yours truly, the one and only bad guy, a WWE champion, Zeke 4-0, the most electrifying content creator in WWE Champions Entertainment. I love you all. I respect you all. I'm praying for y'all tenfold. Let the good times roll. This was amazing. Might have been a little longer than usual, but once I get the ebb and flow of it, we can make it a little more compact. Honestly, this would probably been shorter if we didn't do Stacy, but she was a character that I took up. She's a character that I love and I treasure. And even though I wasn't able to get the W with her, I was able to showcase what I like to do with her. So you saw visually what to do, even if it didn't go the way that I wanted it to go. It is what it is. But nonetheless, let's chop it up in the comments below. Did you like this type of content? Do you want to see more of it? And also support the broski 2Bob for blessing me with the idea for this, the new original twist to something that I don't usually do on my channel. And hopefully I can make it a new addition. So until then, y'all, thank you. God bless. Stay tuned. And know this, no matter where you're coming from, where you're headed, or what you're going through, in my eyes, I'm praying for you, but always know in my eyes, you always will and forever will be a champion. So until next time, y'all, stay tuned. Peace.